I spent 43 years as a compliance officer, checking boxes, making sure everything followed the rules, other people's rules. And I got good at it. Promotions came. I had a title. But somewhere around age 55, I realized I'd never actually decided anything in my life. I was always waiting for permission. Permission to take that pottery class. Permission to move to the coast. Permission to tell my boss that his way wasn't the only way. The thing about waiting for permission is that it never comes. There's no ceremony where someone hands you a document saying, "You are now allowed to be yourself." You just wake up one day and realize you've been holding your own key the entire time. My grandmother used to say, "The unlived life isn't peaceful, it's just quiet." She was right. I see people my age now, and the ones who matter to themselves, not to their children, not to their career, but to themselves, they all did the same thing. They stopped asking. At 62, I took a painting class. Terrible at it. But that's when I started actually sleeping through the night. Not because I became good at painting, but because I finally gave myself permission to be a beginner at something, to be imperfect, to take up space without earning it first. The regret isn't what I did wrong. It's all the versions of myself I shelved because I thought there were rules about who was allowed to exist. So let me ask you, what are you waiting permission for? Whose approval are you still trying to get? What would you do if you knew nobody was keeping score? I was a sedentary man for most of my life. Made money, lost money, climbed the ladder, fell off it, built a career, lost it. Throughout all of it, I treated my body like a rental car, useful for getting me places, but not worth real maintenance. Then at 68, my daughter got married in Costa Rica. I couldn't keep up with my own grandchildren on a simple hike. Couldn't play with them the way I wanted. And that's when something shifted. Not because a doctor scared me, but because I realized I was missing the life that was happening right in front of me. Here's what nobody tells you. Your body doesn't care about your excuses or your schedule. It only knows what you actually do, not what you intend to do. I started small. A 20-minute walk. Then I paid attention to what I ate, not in a restrictive way, but almost like I was curious. Real food. The kind that still looks like what it came from. My knees stopped aching. My mind got sharper. But the real change was this. I had energy to be present with the people I cared about. I see men my age all the time, and there's a divide. One group is still trying to impose their will on their body through discipline and punishment. The other group made peace with it and started listening to it instead. The second group is actually living. The best investment I ever made wasn't stocks or real estate. It was 45 minutes a day moving my body in ways that felt good. Swimming, walking, gardening. Not because I'm trying to earn more years, but because I want the years I have to be clear and strong. Your body is not your enemy. It's the only vehicle you get for this life. Once you accept that, everything changes. The goal isn't to become an athlete. It's to stay in the game. Movement is a conversation with yourself. Listen to what it tells you. And the best exercise is the one you'll actually do, not the one you think you should. Food is information. Your body is always trying to tell you something. You just have to listen. I am 94 years old. I have lived through wars and recessions and family betrayals and every flavor of disappointment. And I am here to tell you that the single greatest gift of old age is not wisdom. It's freedom. For 70 years, I cared what people thought. I wore the right clothes to the right events. I said the polite thing even when it wasn't true. I smiled when I was furious. I nodded when I disagreed. I took up half the space I actually needed because I didn't want to be too much. Then somewhere around 85, something just stopped. The caring. Not suddenly. Gradually. Like watching ice melt. And what's left is just space. Space to say what I actually mean. Space to be exactly as strange as I am. Space to not apologize for taking up room. I see people in their 40s and 50s still desperately performing, still watching their own behavior from outside themselves, like they're their own critic. It's exhausting to watch. It must be exhausting to live. The tragedy is that most people don't get this freedom until it's almost too late to use it. They wait until their body is too slow to go where they want, or their mind is too tired to enjoy what they do get to do. And they finally stop caring what anyone thinks, but by then, there's nobody left to prove anything to. Here's what I'd tell my younger self. That person you're terrified of disappointing, they're too busy worrying about disappointing other people. You're not the center of their attention. You never were. You're just background noise in their own anxious movie. The freedom to be fully yourself. Not the shiny, curated version, but the actual, strange, contradictory, sometimes difficult version. That's not something you earn late in life. It's something you can choose right now. Today. At any age. I spend my days now with people who know the real me. I say what I actually think. I wear what feels good, not what looks good. I've stopped trying to be the kind of woman anyone wants and started being the kind of woman I am. And there's more oxygen in that. More possibility. Everyone thinks they need permission to become themselves. They don't. You have everything you need right now. Did you show up? Did you tell the truth? Did you let people know you? Did you do the things that made you feel alive? The answer to "what will people think?" is always the same. Nothing. They're thinking about themselves. You're free. You've always been free. You just didn't know it yet.